This topic is very easy and so common that everybody can talk about Kashmir. But from the examination point of view, when you are in the examination hall, whether you are in a position to attempt it, keeping in view the mind of the examiner, that is the point. Moreover, when an educated person discusses a topic, he or she discusses from a different angle. There is a more scholarly analysis in that. Today we are going to discuss with that scholarly touch and that intellectual touch why this issue cropped up, what is the historical background, and why this is lingering on for the last 72 years, and it has consumed a lot of energy, money, the thing which should have been part of the public welfare, those resources has gone and eaten away by this issue. You see, the poverty is prevailing both in Pakistan and India, and the major chunk of money which should be spent on the public, that is going to maintain huge forces and military apparatus just because of this issue. This is the gravity of this subject. Why this subject became so important, and ultimately this happened to be instrumental in making these two nations nuclear. Perhaps Pakistan would not have gone nuclear if India has not detonated in 1974. And at the very outset, when Pakistan came into being, you see, we have to immediately enter into a war-like situation with India. अभी हमारी पैदाइश हुई है, हमारे पास रिसोर्सेज नहीं हैं, और हमें काम क्या करना पड़ा, सबसे पहले इंडिया से जंग करनी पड़ी on this subject. It is 1947 and the war started with India. We were resourceless, and that didn't end at that time. We had another round with India in 1965. The basis of the war was again Kashmir, and subsequently you have seen, particularly focusing on this, in 1999 Kargil subject was there, and this war-like situation didn't stop. अब हम देखते हैं कि why this issue came into being, what is the historical background behind it. मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप भी इसमें मोबाइल पर कुछ चीज़ें रिकॉर्ड कर लिया करें, at least something is available with you, because जो हम बात आपसे करने वाले हैं, this is so important. This is part of the examination and must be part of your academic domain, so that when you talk on Kashmir, that should be a different talk. पढ़े लिखे का अंदाज और होता है, अनपढ़ का और होता है, और यही आपकी क्वालिटी, आपका लेवल, आपकी जो एक इंटेलेक्चुअल इम्पैक्ट क्रिएट होना होता है, ये आपकी गुफ्तगू से क्रिएट होता है। इंसान अपनी गुफ्तगू से पहचाना जाता है, अपने अल्फाज से, अल्फाज के इंतखाब से, स्टाइल से, लॉजिक से, रीज़न से, रैशनलाइजेशन से, बैलेंस्ड आइडिया से। बैलेंस्ड आइडिया मालूम है आपको क्या होते हैं? बैलेंस्ड आइडिया ऐसे होते हैं कि जब आप तस्वीर के दोनों रुख पेश करने के बाद तीसरा अपना रुख पेश करते हैं कि व्हाट इज़ बीइंग सेड एंड टॉक्ड इन फेवर ऑफ द सब्जेक्ट, व्हाट हैज़ बीन अटर्ड एंड टॉक्ड अगेंस्ट दैट, I mean the thesis, antithesis, and what is your synthesis of the realities of the facts or the events going on. And your thesis and your point of view has to be developed on the basis of rationalization, on the basis of facts, because you have to convince the audience and the reader. You see, when the partition took place, the partition or the two-nation theory concept was that this was a big, this is known as the subcontinent, and the majority of the people, they were Hindu, and the second most important community was Muslims. They were around 1/3 of the total community of India. In the beginning, they tried to live together under one federal rule. There was an attempt for that in 1936 elections, when Congress became the majority winning party, and there was a Congress rule, because Congress declared that I am the sole representative of both Muslims and Hindus. Therefore, it had the opportunity from 1937 onward to rule India. That was an opportunity that whether these Muslims and Hindu collectively they can live in this subcontinent together. And this Congress rule went on for 2 years only, 37 to 39. And that rule told the Muslims that if the leadership or the rule goes into the hand of majority Hindus, they will be not creating conducive environment for the Muslim community to grow up. ये एक एहसास पैदा हुआ कि under their rule, Muslims will not be treated at par with the majority Hindu community. So therefore that changed their mind. And ultimately, these 2 years rule happened to be a blessing in disguise. Before that, they were just asking for the separate electorate in India. And that's why most of the Muslims, they joined with the Congress. And in 1936 elections, Muslim League nominated Muslims for the Muslim seats. And the Congress nominated both for Hindu seats and the Muslim seats because Congress claimed that I am the representative of both the communities. And you know that all the Muslim seats were almost won by the Congress. And that was a setback for the Muslim League because Congress was happy that my claim happened to be the truth. But after 1939, when the Congress dispensed with the ministries, then ultimately Muslims, they thought that any government or any setup in association with the Hindus, that will not be good for we people. Then come 23rd March 1940. In Lahore, the then Minto Park, they decided for the first time, now the solution for the Muslims of the subcontinent is not the separate electorate, but separate country. They resolved for the first time. That was the change of mind. And what changed the mind? Those 2 years ruled by the Congress that opened their eyes. That's why we celebrate that day. We resolved for the first time, and then it took just 7 years to create this country, Pakistan. This came into being on one basis. The Muslims, where they are in majority and they are contiguous, they should form a separate country known Pakistan. Where Hindus are in majority and they are contiguous, they will form India. About the states, there were 562 princely states in subcontinent. 562 राजाओं महाराजों की रियासतें थी. And since they were very loyal to the British, therefore British tried to oblige them. उनको ये कहा, if you want to remain independent, you can. If you want to accede to either of these two newly emerged countries, you can accede to them. Unfortunately, what happened? Now coming to the Kashmir. This was a Muslim majority state, one of the largest states. The Raja was Hindu, named Hari Singh. In the beginning, he declared, I will remain independent. Subsequently, the Muslims in Pakistan, they believed that since there was an advisory point in June 1947 plan, that advisory point was that Maharajas, they must take into consideration the wish of the people, the will of the people of their land, कि उनकी राय का एहतराम करें. While deciding the fate of the state, they must take into consideration the wish of the people. And in case of Kashmir, the Raja didn't take into consideration the will of the people. Since they were in a majority, as a matter of principle, they wanted to annex within Pakistan. And against their wishes, first he declared, I want to remain independent. Then the people of Pakistan, particularly these Masood tribes from NWFP and so many other from Kashmir, they started liberating Kashmir by force from the Raja. And then Pakistani forces also sided with them. They became part of that struggle. And they started liberating Kashmir, inch by inch. And very speedily they were moving into that. And when it was clear that it's a matter of days only, whole Kashmir will be captured by the Pakistan army along with the tribal people. Then Hari Singh asked India to help me. Send your forces to protect me. Lord Mountbatten, who was the Governor General of India, he said, as a matter of fact, I can't send my forces unless you declare accession with India. And he agreed. He agreed on one point. That was Article 370. On the Article 370, that you will not be changing the demography of this state. No Indian would be allowed or Hindu would be allowed from India to purchase any land of Kashmir. And this went on 1947 onward till this 2019. मौजूदा प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी ने उसको रिवोक किया for the first time. It revoked that Article 370 and allowing or permitting the Hindus of India to purchase land and change the demography of the state. आबादी की जो स्ट्रक्चर है उसको तब्दील करें, जाएं आबाद होना शुरू करें, मुसलमानों की प्रोपोर्शनेट तादाद को कम करें. इनकी वैल्यू, इनकी आवाज़ में जान उस वक्त तक है जब ये अक्सरियत में है. तो आप यू कन्वर्ट दिस मेजॉरिटी इनटू माइनॉरिटी विद द पैसेज ऑफ टाइम. द सेम थिंग विच इजराइल इज डूइंग इन पैलेस्टाइन. आप देखें जो वेस्टर्न बैंक ऑफ रिवर जॉर्डन है, that was a Palestinian land. When Israel captured it in 1967, it started building Jewish settlements over there. क्यों Jewish settlements बनाई? ताकि मुसलमानों की जो प्रोपोर्शनेट तादाद है वो इतनी कम हो जाए, अल्टीमेटली इनकी डिमांड में जान ही नहीं रहेगी. क्योंकि जान उस वक्त पैदा होती है जब हम कहते हैं कि सिंस वी आर इन मेजॉरिटी दिस विल बी आवर कंट्री. So therefore, this was a policy of Israel to change the demographic position of Western Bank. और दुनिया में ताकत क्या चीज़ होती है? जब ये चीज़ एतराज़ किया फ़लस्तीनियंस ने, OIC ने, मुस्लिम्स ने, कि Israel is changing the demographic position of the Western Bank, there is a resolution of the Security Council asking Israel not to build Jewish settlements in the Western Bank. Israel didn't stop that. When there was a war in the Kashmir, India ने महसूस किया कि ये मेरे लिए सिचुएशन ठीक नहीं है. India went into United Nations and asked United Nations to intervene, and United Nations came out with a resolution asking for the ceasefire and ultimately create an environment so that a plebiscite could be held over there. Let us ask to the people. ये है डेमोक्रेसी का प्रिंसिपल. इंडिया ने तो जंग को ख़त्म करना था और टाइम गेन करना था, लिहाजा ये चीज़ इम्प्लीमेंट नहीं हो सकी. अब पॉइंट आता है, जिस इदारे ने, दुनिया के इतने बड़े ताकतवर इदारे ने ये फैसला किया कि अल्टीमेटली द पीपल ऑफ द लैंड दे विल डिसाइड अबाउट देयर फेट, व्हाई दे डिडंट मेक दिस इशू to reach its logical end. दुनिया में मुसलमानों के बेशुमार जगह मसाइल हैं, नॉन मुस्लिम्स के भी मसाइल हैं कि जो कि कोई जहाँ मेजॉरिटी में थे और इंडिपेंडेंस और ऑटोनॉमी की मूवमेंट्स चली. अब मैं थोड़ा सा आपको एक बर्ड आई व्यू देता हूँ वर्ड का, अब आपको समझ आएगी, थोड़ा सा आपका माइंड एक्सपैंड होगा कि व्हाट इज़ हैपनिंग पॉलिटिकली इन द वर्ल्ड. और ये जो एक्सट्रीमिज़म होता है या टेररिस्ट एक्टिविटीज़ होती हैं या एक बहुत सीरियस किस्म के आपके व्यूज़ डेवलप होते हैं, इसकी बेसिस क्या होती हैं, बैकग्राउंड क्या होती है? यहाँ मुसलमान अक्सरियत में थे, यूएनओ की रेजोल्यूशन मौजूद थी, लेकिन प्लेबिसाइट की नौबत नहीं आई. अब इसके बरक्स मैं बताता हूँ. ईस्ट तैमूर आप जानते हैं, इंडोनेशिया का तैमूर एक जजीरा है, उसके दो हिस्से हैं. ईस्ट तैमूर क्रिश्चियन डोमिनेटेड था और वहाँ एक मूवमेंट स्टार्ट हुई फॉर इंडिपेंडेंस. यूएनओ ने इंटरवीन किया कि लेट अस आस्क द पीपल एंड होल्ड अ रेफरेंडम और प्लेबिसाइट ओवर देयर, एंड अल्टीमेटली a referendum or plebiscite was held over there. The result was already clear. They voted for independence and a new state in the name of East Timor was created. Since that was a Christian state, that was created. Another example, Sudan. Sudan is a Muslim country. In the southern Sudan, that is a Christian dominated region. And the people of the southern Sudan, they started a movement for independence and sovereignty. Ultimately, UNO intervened and decided, let us ask the people of southern Sudan. Again, result was already clear. उन्होंने independence के लिए वोट दिया and South Sudan is a separate sovereign state now. These two big examples. Number 3, when Bosnia-Herzegovina came into being, that was not digested by these Western powers. An ethnic cleansing of Muslims started by the Serbs. मुसलमानों को जिस बेदर्दी से कत्ल किया गया, दुनिया में ये पहली दफ़ा टर्म इस्तेमाल हुई, एथनिक क्लींजिंग, नस्ल कुशी इनकी कर दी जाए। मैस ग्रेव्स अब डिस्कवर हुई हैं और इतनी ज़्यादा तादाद कम कर दी गई कि अल्टीमेटली अब वो एक कोलिशन गवर्नमेंट है विद द सर्ब्स। अगेन कोसोवो, ये भी एक मुस्लिम मेजॉरिटी एरिया है, यहाँ भी सर्ब्स ने मुसलमानों की एथनिक क्लींजिंग की और अंडर द नोज ऑफ दीज सिविलाइज्ड वेस्टर्न नेशंस दिस रूथलेस किलिंग ऑफ मुस्लिम्स कंटिन्यू फॉर ईयर्स। लाखों के हिसाब से मुसलमान मरे। बिल आखिर बड़ी देर के बाद वेस्टर्न नेशंस ने कहा कि इसको एक सेपरेट ऑटोनोमस स्टेटस दिया जाए और जंगबंदी की जाए। नाउ सी द रोहिंग्या मुस्लिम्स, दे आर इन म्यांमार। वहाँ से जब डिस्प्लेस हुआ, एथनिक क्लींजिंग का नया दौर शुरू हुआ मुसलमानों के खिलाफ, एंड इट वाज ऑब्जर्व्ड दैट यूएनओ वाज हेल्पलेस। एक ख्याल पैदा होता है कि जब मुसलमान एट स्टेक होते हैं, when they are beaten, when the ethnic cleansing goes against them, they are butchered, they are killed like anything, this UNO is not that much active as it was active in creating South Sudan new state or the East Timor new state. You see, these are the things which create, extremist views in the world. It's not the religion, it's not the Islam. When they start blaming, perhaps the Muslims, there is inbuilt time in the militancy in the Islam. But I believe there is nothing inbuilt. The point is, it is injustice, it is discrimination, which pushes them, which forces them, which makes them to become extremist or violent. तो वायलेंस के पीछे दुनिया में नाइंसाफियाँ होती हैं, वायलेंस के पीछे ये ऑपरेशन होते हैं, जुल्म होते हैं, एक्सप्लॉयटेशंस होती हैं। अब बात आ जाती है कि मुसलमानों के साथ ऐसे क्यों हुआ। जगह जगह ये तजलील और रुसवाई का शिकार हैं। वाई? ये इसलिए हैं कि दुनिया से ये इस वक्त इंतहाई पीछे जा चुके हैं। ना इनके पास टेक्नोलॉजी है, ना साइंस है, ये दुनिया के एट पार नहीं है। दुनिया पर हुक्मरान अक़वाम वो हैं जो इनोवेशन में, साइंस में, टेक्नोलॉजी में, वेपनरी में एडवांस हैं, क्योंकि ये असासे रखने वालों की दुनिया है। ये दुनिया गरीबों की दुनिया नहीं है। गरीबों की दुनिया ना कभी रही है, ना कभी रहेगी। अगर आप अपने इज़्ज़त और अपने हकूक़ को बाहर रखना चाहते हैं तो आपके पास पावर होनी चाहिए। आपके पास ये पावर आपको बचाती है। हमारे मुसलमानों का क्या है, ये मैं कहता हूँ मामूली बाल पॉइंट से लेकर बोइंग तैयारी तक हमारी कोई कंट्रीब्यूशन नहीं है। ये मैं गैजेट्स और जिस ऑपरेटर से आपके साथ मुखातब हूँ, नो कंट्रीब्यूशन फ्रॉम माई साइड और फ्रॉम द इस्लामिक वर्ल्ड। व्हाट प्रैक्टिकली दे आर डूइंग, ये दुनिया में मिलावट, दुनिया में झूठ, फ्रॉड, इसमें एक्सट्रीम्स पर हैं। और इससे बियॉन्ड ये छोटी छोटी बातों पर आपस में झगड़े करके, लड़ाई करके खुद मार रहे हैं एक दूसरे को। जो काम दुश्मन ने करना था ये खुद कर रहे हैं। व्हाट इज़ गोइंग ऑन इन मिडिल ईस्ट? आज तक पेट्रोल डॉलर से जितना पैसा कमाया है, इन्होंने एक दूसरे को मार कर ख़त्म कर दिया, और बाकी जो बच गया है ये विद इन फ्यू डेज ख़त्म कर देंगे। दे शुड हैव स्पेंट इट ऑन एजुकेशन, दे शुड हैव स्पेंट इट ऑन इनोवेटिव टेक्नोलॉजीज, वेपनरीज। ये बैगर्स ना होते। हम वेपन अच्छे खरीदते हैं तो मरहूने मिन्नत हैं वेस्ट के।